Hi, you're listening to Nina Sabra, certified classical homeopath at Homeopathy. The majority of my homeopathic education came from the British Institute of Homeopathy International and from my personal tutor at the Institute, Dr. Maria T. Bohle. I put together a simple slideshow as an introduction to homeopathy. It's not an educational course per se, but simply a message to share some basics and early experiences of mine. The contents: who has heard of homeopathy? Who can benefit from homeopathic medicine? Is it scientific? How I was led to homeopathy? Healings in my own family? Homeopathy, a way of thinking? Disclaimer, and other content for discussion. So who has heard of homeopathy? Is it herbal medicine? Is it home remedies? Actually, these are like cousins to homeopathy because the largest portion of the medicines come from the plant kingdom. Other medicines come from the animal kingdom and mineral kingdom as well. All homeopathic medicines start out as crude substances and by strict scientific procedures are diluted and potentized, which activates the substance's latent medicinal action. Who can benefit from homeopathy? Babies, teens, adults, safe for pregnancy. My great-great-great-uncle, Dr. Royal E.S. Hayes of Waterbury, Connecticut, who was a medical doctor and homeopath in the early 1900s, stated that he would have given up obstetrics except that homeopathy made it so easy. Is it scientific? The founder of homeopathy was Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, who was a medical doctor, a chemist, and a linguist. He knew 12 languages fluently. Dr. Hahnemann was disillusioned with the medical field because he saw the harsh treatments of the patients and declared that patients died more often from the treatments than from the disease itself. In his time, treatments consisted of bloodletting, hot iron to the crotch, cauterizations, leeching, leaving body areas open for drainage, massive doses of mixed medicines, etc. He backed out of medicine to study chemistry and how small a dose of a substance could be and still get a response from the body. He also supplemented his income by translating medical books. While translating a well-known doctor's work at that time, Dr. Cullen, he noticed the symptoms written about Peruvian bark were the same as malarial symptoms, and also that Peruvian bark was prescribed to cure malaria. Putting two and two together, he started testing tiny doses of Peruvian bark on himself, called provings, and wrote down every symptom he experienced, which were, in fact, malarial symptoms. What an exciting discovery. From that point, he began treating patients who had malaria with Peruvian bark, and they were cured. That began a new frontier in medicine. In Dr. Hahnemann's lifetime, he and his followers, other medical doctors, had proven a small group of substances, whereas today we have over 5,000 homeopathic medicines. In the beginning of the Organon, Dr. Hahnemann wrote, "The physician's highest and only calling is to make the sick healthy, to cure, as it is called. The highest ideal of cure is the rapid, gentle, and permanent restoration of health in the shortest, most reliable, and least disadvantageous way." How I was led to homeopathy. At the time, I was a personal trainer at a top-notch health club specializing in post-rehabilitation training. I helped people improve their functional lives, but felt a deeper sense of pain in each person after talking with them at their initial assessment. I spent a full year contemplating how I could help people on a deeper level. During that time, my father had become terminally ill. After being in medical doctor's care for 2 years, with months of testing, they came to the conclusion that my father would die in 2 weeks. I had to find an alternative. Maybe homeopathy. I knew nothing of it except that my mother was cured of whooping cough at the tender age of 4 by her great-great-uncle Raleigh, Dr. Royal E.S. Hayes. Well, I didn't find one in time, and my father did pass away at the end of the 2 weeks, and then 1 month later I started exhibiting the same symptoms my father had at the beginning of his illness. It was then that I found Dr. Maria Bohle at the British Institute of Homeopathy in Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. I became a patient and then a student. Healings in my own family. Between myself, my husband, our children, brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, other relatives, there was a lot of healing going on with homeopathic medicine. We had 12 years of incontinence, a 14-year chronic cough, sleep apnea, a chronic itch rash, depression, grief, fevers, tooth infections, back pain, ulcers, and so much more. Homeopathy is a way of thinking. Understanding that our bodies are designed to maintain health. Simple examples, fevers. A fever is the body's army to burn out viruses, bacteria, and any other foreign invaders. Cuts. What happens when we get a cut on our skin? It heals. Broken bones, they mend. It is an understanding of what makes us sick and avoiding or eliminating those things to keep or regain our health. Sometimes when sick, our bodies need assistance, like when a disease is stronger than our vitality. Homeopathic medicines match the symptoms and stimulate the body to heal. Homeopathic way of thinking is understanding the language of disease, which are symptoms a body presents. Symptoms are the language of disease. If symptoms are suppressed by non-homeopathic medications, for example, then the disease just moves to another part of the body and looks like a different disease. This is what is called side effects. Homeopathic medicines have no side effects and are prescribed on your individuality. Disclaimer. Well, I'll let you read that as to keep it short on this slide. Other content for discussion. Anybody who has an interest in the other content for discussion may leave a comment below or go to my website, www.wellnessfrominsideout.com. You'll find my email address and phone number to contact me. Please check out the more information page for homeopathic resources, and I hope you enjoyed this little slideshow. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope to hear from you.